Previously on Canada's Next Top Model, the 9 remaining models say goodbye to their former looks. Some are impressed.
Oh my God!
And some are depressed.
I have to wear this chopped up piece of shit on my face.
At a high-speed challenge, the models race to find their personal style. And the precarious photo shoot has some models rising to new heights, while others begin to fall in the competition. In judging, Rebeccah's eyes are opened.
You must have known you were gonna look like Twiggy.
But it's Jill who's sent packing. 8 girls remain, who will be eliminated tonight.
It's gonna be really tough not having Jill around because me, her, and Heather are like a tripod and we stick together, and no matter what anyone says to us, we have each other's backs.
Bye, ladies. Now that Jill's gone, I think it'll be a little bit different with Nikita. I don't necessarily always click that well with people who are so intense.
We get into the vehicles on our way back to the loft, and there's a J-mail with a box.
J-mail!
Hi, girls. It's time to focus on making a big splash in the world of modeling. J.
So we're going in the hotel, and we went to the pool. And there was Yasmin and Mike sitting down like as if they're on the beach or something.
Welcome, girls. Spread out, take your spaces.
We're gonna teach you how to push through a barrage of elements.
As a professional model, sometimes you're put in situations where it is extremely hot, windy.
But it's paramount that you always focus to get the shot. We're gonna pair you guys up, and you will pummel your partner with water.
You have to learn how to keep your face beautiful. You can't be like, or you can't.
Foxy Mamas!
Yay!
Nikita and Tara, why don't you guys get in the pool?
So we had to get in the water and strike a pose and try and look sexy and not blink. And we had to hold it for 5 seconds.
Just try and be conscious. You push the hair, like kind of work it if you can. Work it into the shot. You know, that could be your pose.
I want, no, face is changing. I want, keep the face.
Stop.
You got to ignore what is happening to you.
Although I do have to say, I love the raccoon eye makeup right now. It's fabulous.
I know.
Let's have Linsay and Rebeccah. And hit her.
Everyone else was like, and I was like, it was literally like waves, and she like lost a contact and got knocked down. It was so funny.
You know what? Nobody could survive that. That was a freaking tsunami. Okay, so that sexy intensity in your eyes, try and hold that.
1, 2, 3.
Meaghan did the best. She didn't even flinch, so good for her, but maybe she has contacts and she got lucky.
Ebonie, I think I'm gonna come in the pool and work with you on this.
He's got such a killer body. I think the girls enjoyed that vision as much as I did. Hold it. She is doing one of these.
I kept on going like this.
Getting for me really good. Harder, harder. Oh. Yeah, go.
I think the girl that did the best today was Meaghan.
Meaghan did a fantastic job tonight. She made it look easy. It was as if a drop of water was hitting her face instead of a bucket of water.
Isn't it like nearly 2 in the morning? I have like probably 2 hours of sleep.
Oh my God!
You look Asian.
I know, I look
cheekbones make me want to throw up.
My picture is just kind of a kick in the face to them, so, I mean, good for me, and if they don't like it, that's too bad.
Aww, I love my hair.
I guess Nikita does have potential because she took the picture of the week. Personality-wise, I would not want to work with her.
That was an amazing picture, and I'm really jealous of her.
Hey girls, if you want to outlast the rest, free your mind and your lips will follow. Be ready to go at 5 a.m. when the Canada's Next Top Model styling team comes knocking. Your shots better be rocking.
I'm exhausted.
5 a.m.? I don't like this anymore.
Do we have to be up?
My body just doesn't function on less than 8 hours of sleep every night.
Kill me right now. Life.
Good morning, ladies. We're here to do your makeup and hair.
We all sat down and we got our makeup done, except for Nikita, who went back to sleep.
Woo! Makeup!
I thought that was a little bit selfish of her to go back to bed like that.
I was just so exhausted that I was beyond tired. I didn't even know what tired was.
I think we were all a little bit frustrated that Nikita slept because we were all exhausted. We were all literally feeling like nauseous and like we just were not feeling good.
I feel like it's kind of unfair to us. Like, I want to sleep just as bad. That is so unfair.
When Nikita sort of disappeared, everyone was like, where did Nikita go? Even the makeup artist had no idea.
Good morning. Where's Nikita?
In bed. Upstairs asleep.
Sleeping? Why is she sleeping still?
She chose to.
I'm gonna go find out what's up with Nikita, okay? We might want to put another pot of coffee on because you're all low energy for me. Nikita?
Hey, Jay.
What's wrong?
And I'm like, what?
You gotta push.
I know.
You gotta push through. Come on, Nikita. Jump in the chair. We're gonna call this the breeze by. I call this the model who's late for the runway show, and she shows up and she's got 5 minutes, and they gotta become camera ready and alive. You can do it for me, right? Is that a yeah? Hello? Did you really not hear me just now?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I told you, Jay, I'm out to lunch. All the girls kind of were whispering and looking at me. So I could tell they were pissed off, but in the end, you know, let them be mad at me.
Well, this is Christopher Wadsworth, who is gonna be your photographer for your photo shoot challenge today. And this is Helen from Saatchi & Saatchi Canada. Saatchi & Saatchi Canada is an advertising company, and they've come up with a very cool campaign idea for CoverGirl's Outlast lip stain.
This product is amazing. It's really lightweight. It's got this amazing applicator so that it goes on with a lot of precision.
In this photo, we're basically illustrating how women have struggled through the times, kind of mashing berries to get that wonderful stain. This is a brand new ad campaign, and this is something that we're testing out here today. You're only gonna have 5 frames today. You gotta pick up that energy, you gotta get in front of the camera, and you gotta nail it. All right, Tara.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Good.
Tara, I don't see it in her face when I look at her. She doesn't have necessarily potential to be high fashion.
It's last frame.
Good.
Good. Good job, Tara. Okay, you can take your messy self that way, and we're gonna get the next girl up. It's a lip stain, darling, not a face stain. Lip stain.
Nice.
All the girls like went crazy on it. I was more subtle.
That's not gonna work with this. Not gonna work with this.
Think about the objective. It's to really show smearing this stain on your lips.
Done. Good. All right.
Oh, I love it with you crossing like that. That's really pretty.
Good.
I had cherries and I had it running all over and down and using it as a lipstick.
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Good job, Linsay. Oh, I love the smile.
Maryam is just a little sort of offbeat, and so some things that she comes up with, you're kind of like, oh, okay.
Good.
Nikita, you ready to go now? This photo of the week?
Yeah. I feel really dizzy and I want to pass out and be sick at the same time, but don't want to be a failure and I don't want to quit.
You can make this work. Push through, push through, push through.
Good. Good. Good, that's what I like. That's a really nice flash in the eyes.
Smile, yes, Heather. Oh, love that.
Good.
Okay.
Good job.
Don't worry about those braces. You were like this, you could have done this.
So Meaghan, at this point, I don't feel that she's my competition.
Every time you take a picture, he goes 1, 2, and it looks like not cute. Don't do that. Beautiful, beautiful. See, you got it now. I just gotta be here and yell. So, there can only be one winner. What Helen felt in looking at the photo, she said, this could be the ad.
The winner of this challenge is Linsay.
You get 50 extra frames at your next photo shoot, which doubles your chances at getting an amazing photo, which you're gonna need. Because you girls are gonna be dealing with all of the elements on your next shoot. Water, wind, sand. Because you're going to the Bahamas!
We all freaked out.
I come from Bahamas, right? So it was really personal to me that we were all going to the Bahamas and that everyone would see my culture and where I'm from.
You got those bathing suits still? Real Bahamas? Miriam, you and I need to have a little conversation really quickly. The rest of you, the car leaves for the airport in 30 minutes. See you later. Bye. All top models have to have the ability to fly and move from country to country at a moment's notice. And I just found out that you don't have your passport. So that means you can't go on the trip.
Bahamas? We're going to the Bahamas? Oh my God!
We're running around the house like crazy, just trying to grab everything, and none of us really had any laundry done.
I don't have any underwear. Everyone, I just wanted to remind you, we're going to the Bahamas!
Guys, I can't come.
Maryam comes in crying, telling us that she's not able to go.
Call my sister. Sleep.
Sorry, love. What are you gonna do here?
I don't know. Like, I'm not worried that I'm not coming. I'm worried if I don't do that footage. I just gotta call my sister.
I just called to say you're gonna follow my passport, right?
Ladies, we have 8 minutes!
Because I don't know what's gonna happen to my photo shoot.
We knew months and months ahead of time that a passport was essential. So like when she didn't have it and get her stuff together, I really had no sympathy for her.
We're going to the Bahamas. For free. To do a photo shoot.
I'm pretty sure we're going to the Bahamas. That's right.
Bring our cameras, bring our cameras. Oh my God!
Ebony is so funny. You're missing the plane! Take it over!
As soon as we got there, Ebony started lighting up. She was so happy to be there.
Because the air of the Bahamas, it's so warm. The way it smells, to me, it's love. I love it.
It was really, really amazing. And right there by the balcony, you could see the sea and everything.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I
I was honestly thinking I don't want to sleep. While I'm here, like, I don't want to sleep. I want to live every single moment.
You guys, J-Mail, can we do this now, please? You guys, can we read J-Mail, please?
She's always complaining about everything. So I was like, here we go. She's gonna complain about the Bahamas, the food, the this, the that, and she's tired and blah, blah.
Hi, girls. You may be in the Bahamas, but this is not a vacation. Be ready for the elements at 5 a.m. Jay. Oh, jeez.
Oh my God. We kind of assumed that, oh my goodness, 8 hours of sleep. Yay, we can sleep, we can eat, we can get up in the morning and have breakfast. That's not what Jay had planned. Good night. I'm sorry, I'm just really not feeling good, and if I don't sleep, anyways, good night, love you long time.
Yeah. To the Bahamas.
I've always dreamt of doing a photo shoot in the Bahamas. There's nothing that makes me happier than this whole experience, waking up in the morning. Every morning, I'm like, thank you, Jesus, that I'm here. Thank you, God.
Good morning, girls.
Good morning.
I know it's early, but the best light for the kind of shoot that we're doing is early in the morning. We are actually going to a little exotic island very close to here called Rose Island. So you ready for your shoot?
Yeah!
And let's jump on this boat and let's get there. Yeah. Come on.
We were sitting up on the deck, and you could see everything, and just leaving the port was gorgeous.
We're on this wonderful boat in the Bahamas, having the time of our life, and we're going to our next destination for our great photo shoot, and we're gonna rock it.
Yeah!
So we walked down to the beach, and there's Nole standing there with the photographer.
Today, your photographer is Mr. Kurt Gardner.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi. Today's shoot is Castaway Brides. You were just left at the altar. I want to see the pain in your face, but still, I want it beautiful. You're going to be wearing an Inez DeSanto wedding gown, and I want you to give me your best shot.
As soon as Nole said Castaway Brides, I'm like, I'm gonna own this. I'm gonna actually feel this.
So you seem kind of sad. Are you okay?
So I took pictures of my boyfriend, and I'm like, you bastard, what if you do leave me?
Is that what you're thinking about, him dumping you?
That would really make me sad.
Okay. Well, that's the emotion I want. She was really trying to get depressed. She was really trying to feel the emotion. She's gonna make me cry. Good. Feel the emotion. She's really feeling this, Kurt. Yeah, no. She's really, really feeling this.
Nole said I did a good job. At least he's gonna say to the judges that I really felt the emotion, and that's what it was all about.
I want you to feel the pain. Imagine that pain.
I mean, I wanted to cry, but it just wouldn't come out.
You're angry, you're ripping it. Now, no more tearing the gown because we're trying to sell the garment, remember? Look, beauty pain there. She looks just pain.
I have trouble with showing my emotions, so it was hard. I might be going home, I don't know.
Honey, this is a natural disaster with this gown now. What happened? So, Linsay, I heard that you won the challenge this week, and the challenge was an extra 50 frames?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Nice. I've never been anywhere tropical before, so it's kind of just a sensory overload by all the elements going on.
That's too model pain, more real pain.
I definitely think that the 50 extra frames help me, although it also kind of makes me a little nervous because then the judges will have higher expectations.
That's it. Wow. Those last 50 frames, you really worked it.
I was born in Sucker Creek Reserve. It's a little reserve 3.5 hours northwest of Edmonton. I grew up around girls that if they didn't like you, they fought you. I beat up a girl in high school.
She deserved it.
She totally deserved it.
How does it feel to punch someone in their face?
And like totally beat the crap out of them.
I felt good.
She's a tough broad, and I think she knows that. Kind of like her secret weapon, because it's starting to come out now.
She can be gentle at times, but there are also those other moments she brings out that hockey player in her, I suppose. And I know she could beat me up.
Rebeccah is definitely a wallflower. There's a disconnect between her and the rest of the girls.
Rebeccah is right out there. I think at times she sometimes brings out the worst in people.
She's kind of crazy, kind of quirky. I really just can't stand her.
I am the weird one, but it's the weird, lovable one.
Last photo shoot, didn't do so well.
Yeah.
This time, I want you to do well. Now remember what you did with Yasmin and Mike? You had to work through all the elements? Well, that should apply right now.
Today, I think Rebeccah did a great job. She gave us a lot of options.
That's it. He just dumped you. Working the sand, working the water. I mean, he almost got washed away there for a minute.
I wonder what they're gonna do about Maryam.
For a model, your passport is air. You need it. It's like she didn't do that effort, and we all did, like, months in advance.
Yes. Somebody knocks at the door, and it was just a beautiful wedding dress with a J-mail. So I was just like, what?
Hey, Maryam. Well, the rest of the girls are doing their photo shoot right now on the beach in the Bahamas. You have to deliver the same photo in judging. There's a car waiting for you right now downstairs. Go to the shoot, and I need to be able to feel that you are struggling with the heat, the sun, the sand. You could still come out on top. Good luck.
Like, wow, the second chance. The photo shoot's gonna be like, wow, whew, okay, I'm happy.
It seems like it'd be very unfair if she stayed and someone here left.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It would be unfair.
The idea is you've come down for a tropical wedding, and the bastard leaves you at the altar. So you're jilted, right? This is the beach. Okay, so let's start, see how we go. When you're on location, it is like you have another character to play off. Here, you know, you're in a cold space with people standing around.
This is really, really hard. I couldn't, you know, put myself in the mood and be sad.
Fall into it more.
I missed my dad. My dad works in my country, so I haven't seen him for 8 months, and I started to think about him, and it was just really emotional.
Good. Good. Yeah, you're really getting somewhere. I think she's one of those people that can really transform during a shoot. That's wounded, that's hurt, that's an animal. Right? This is what we're like when we're upset. Today, Maryam broke my heart. I wouldn't hesitate to hire you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So awesome. Going somewhere tropical. Bahamas. Ooh, it's so nice.
Okay, Nikita.
So then I walk out, and the water is so strong.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Then a huge wave, it was like 3 feet, came and took me.
So I stayed out there for as long as I could, and then Nole saw that I actually was in pain. So they moved me up a little forward, and they found this little nook in a rock.
Gorgeous.
Nikita always has an issue, always is sick. She always has something to complain.
It's not that bad, it just like burns so bad. Probably just because of salt.
Okay.
Oh, this is f***ing retarded. Oh, I can't take it anymore. Go home.
It felt like my feet were shredding, that's all.
How'd your shoot go, Nikita?
Just cry.
Oh, she cried, that bitch.
Now, Heather, you're giving me too much model fierceness. I need more sadness, okay?
It doesn't feel like you're crying. It feels like you want to, but not there yet.
I wasn't really channeling the sadness.
Whatever you gotta do, work with all the elements here to get your shot. Like, look into the sun. Make yourself cry, whatever you gotta do.
Heather looked gorgeous. She's been in like the top since we've got here, so she's one to watch out for.
Meaghan, really work all the elements, okay? Meaghan.
Everyone always confuses Meaghan and I. I'm kind of worried about the fact that Meaghan and I have such similar looks.
Meaghan Payne, not model fabulous.
I'm not as happy with it as I was hoping to be.
She's not understanding the face.
It has to be like if your man just left you, you'd be crying, you'd be distraught. It doesn't feel that way. It just feels kind of like you're like, yeah, whatever.
You know, bring it to a sad place. That's it.
The judges probably won't say very good things. I'm nervous, that's for sure.
Meaghan came to me and she had a breakdown. She's crying. She's like, I'm going home. I couldn't nail the emotion. And I felt like, oh my God, I can beat you. I totally nailed this shot and you sucked. Like, I can beat you.
1, 2, 3.
Well, girls, I have something from Jay.
Hi girls, enjoy a night off in the Bahamas. Have fun now because it's back to reality tomorrow. You fly back and meet with the judges. Jay.
Oh, we're having fun tonight.
The color, the music, the dancing, the gathering, the food, that is the Bahamas. It was really fun to see all of the girls like dancing actually with me and trying to do the dollar wine. That was really, really funny. Like the girls, they're all so white. They can't dance. I'm not afraid of elimination, but the other girls are really stressed about it. And it makes me feel even better because I'm like, ha ha ha, I'm not stressed. I feel like I don't see what you could say negative about me. I'm pretty sure Heather didn't cry or anything, but she has such a sweet face. They're gonna be like, oh, we can see the kindness.
Or she might just be different. I don't know.
I hope Nikita's going.
I know, I'm tired of her.
We would actually all be friends if she would leave.
It's getting harder for us. There's less girls, pressure's setting in, so I think that it will only get worse.
I think Miriam's going home, and I feel like she should go home.
You need to have a passport because what if you get a job in Paris or Tokyo or New York and you have to go there?
We all knew that we had to have a passport coming into the competition, so we made sure to get them.
If they wanted to eliminate me because I'm gonna go to Bahama, I would be really, really sad and angry.
I'll feel like if I have to go home over her, I might be a little bit pissed.
Hey! You had a photo shoot?
I got a wedding dress.
We did that, same thing.
When I learned that Miriam had a photo shoot, I was like, what? I was like, that sucks.
I was like,
I guess in a way Miriam did get a free pass. I don't think in real life she would have had a pass.
I felt like it was really, really unfair that she was given like a second chance. And I feel like she should go home.
You guys look really good. It's been a really crazy week. Guess what? This is a life of a top model. How was the trip to the Bahamas?
Amazing.
So good.
Look at Jeannie, she's jealous already.
Tell me, I'm very jealous.
You're one step closer to our amazing prize, which is, first up, a contract with top modeling agency Elmer Olsen Models, an editorial spread in Fashion Magazine, and then the $100,000 contract with P&G Beauty, makers of CoverGirl and Crest White Strips. Now, you've got these jealous judges in front of you, but let me remind you who they are. First, highly sought-after fashion and celebrity photographer, Mike Ruiz.
Wow, you guys look so cute today.
top model, Yasmin Warsame.
Hi, girls. You look absolutely stunning.
Fashion editor and journalist, and very jealous, Miss Jeannie Becker. And someone you worked with this week, Helen Pack from Saatchi & Saatchi Canada.
Hi, ladies.
Hi. So we're gonna have your individual assessments. Heather, you're up first. Well, you had a very interesting photo shoot.
We were sort of brides whose fiance left them at the altar, so you had to sort of be sad and really depressed about it.
It was all about displaying an emotion this week while fighting with the elements. Well, let's take a look at your best shot. Is that not stunning?
It's stunning and heartbreaking. You totally nailed the emotion and the vibe.
I can feel your pain.
I started thinking about my boyfriend and how I would feel.
Well, if
Well
he sees
done.
that photo, he's never gonna dare to do that to you.
That's right.
Would you say that Heather learned how to push through when you and Mike did that teach this week?
Let me ask her, did that help you at all?
I tried to like look into the sign and keep my eyes open and let them water and stuff.
High five.
All right, mission accomplished.
Thanks, Heather. All right, Ebonie, come on up, you're next. Well, it's almost like that trip has given you new life.
It was awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, let's take a look at your best shot.
It's beautiful.
Oh, can we go in close?
I'm a little confused about
What the emotion
what the
is.
emotion is, if it's pain or sore or
I'm reading distant glare that serial killers get after they slaughter somebody.
They slaughter
He
somebody.
ditched her and then she killed it.
Let's go back to the wide shot. Now, I like it back there.
Yeah, I love that.
It looks grotesque, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because it's a big out there thing. I mean, that's a pretty heavy assignment that you guys caught.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
that is
but
pretty...
but Jeannie, I would still love to see a neck in the photo, just a little
No,
bit.
I'm not saying it's pretty at all.
I actually have to disagree with you guys. I personally felt like this was my best photo shoot. If it would have been just about the emotion, I truly, truly, truly felt the emotion.
we don't doubt that you weren't feeling that pain, but there's a difference between feeling that emotion and then how do you channel that out?
Well, thanks, Ebonie.
Thank you.
All right, Linsay, you're next.
Well done.
That man. Oh, he must have been a man because she fell out to the floor, Yasmin. Helen, explain why Linsay was the challenge winner.
Lindsay, you just got it. You were very decisive. You didn't really care about the camera, and I loved that.
Exactly. That's where my big butt comes in. But you were looking away. Beautiful shot. What was she doing last week, people? Looking away. What is she doing this week? Looking away. When are you gonna look at the camera, girl? You look for that key light, you find that light, and guess what? If you don't feel that glint, that means that light is not in your eye. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Rebeccah, you're next. This is very interesting for me. For the first time, I believe this emotion.
I like the fact that it's very small. It's a very big emotion, but it's very small.
Where did you go?
I just started to think of the time that I witnessed my dog being put down. Since she was just a little dog, I shouldn't be this emotional about it, but just seeing her eyes as they slowly, like, just had all of the life taken away from them, and I couldn't take it, and I just went there.
That vulnerable side of you, that's what makes you so beautiful.
This is the first time we're actually seeing a photo of you.
Kudos to you. I think you did an amazing job. You've completely given us 100% of yourself in this photograph.
Thanks, Rebeccah. All right, Meaghan. What are you thinking?
I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I had a hard time channeling raw emotion, I guess.
Well, let's take a look at your best shot. Wow, can we go for a close-up? Oh,
I love that.
I
think that's
love
amazing.
it.
She's like, darling.
Wow, what a shot.
I'm surprised you were worried about it.
I kind of like broke down to Ebonie. I was like, I'm going home.
I think it's amazing. It's very telegraphic, very, very powerful.
Well, what Nole had to say was that you had a hard time channeling your sadness, but that you ended up getting the shot.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Meaghan. All right, Tara, you're next. Well, let's take a look at your best shot.
I buy that. I'm sold.
So let's punch in a little.
See the face. Oh dear, I changed my mind.
Yeah.
It's like you're smelling rotten fish on the beach.
What's that stank up in here?
Yeah.
Even though you're emoting and you're supposed to be sad, you should always be conscious of looking pretty.
What a crazy making business. You know, 1 minute we're saying, yeah, go there. We want you to go there. We want you to pull it all out. And then, but don't feel it too much because you got to be conscious of the way you look.
Her job.
I know.
Were you trying to cry?
I was trying to think of a moment of my life where I was sad, but I still held it back, and I think that didn't work for me at that photo shoot.
What I feel from there, it's like a stuck emotion. You're trying to pull it out, but it's just not coming out at all. It almost looks like you're pushing something out of the wrong part of the body.
All right, Maryam, let's take a look at your best shot this week.
I notice a little bit of anger, a little bit of feeling dejected. I just feel that you could have gone farther with this.
I love this picture.
Thank you.
You look genuinely pissed. You look genuinely pissed. You know, so kudos to you for not being a victim.
There's something that the judges need to know. This shot was done in Toronto in a studio. And we had to comp this on top of a background plate that was shot by Kurt in the Bahamas. Here was the yeah, she did not go, and here's the reason why. As a top model, you were expected to have your passport, and she did not.
That is a terrible thing for a model not to have her passport together.
You know, at the end of the day, this cost extra money.
Yeah.
There was more retouching involved to comp it together to give the same final product. All right, Nikita. You got some energy now?
A little bit more than I had.
Well, let's see how well you did in the Bahamas.
I'm a little disappointed in this. I don't really get any kind of emotion from it.
Last week, you nailed it top to bottom. Done. I expected more here. What was going on there, Nikita?
I cut myself everywhere on coral, and it was burning in the salt, so I just really felt like I was dying.
What Nole had to say about your shoot was that there's just this overall gloom and negativity around you.
Maybe the reason I was so negative is because they put me really, really far, and I was literally being dragged along that rock.
Nobody likes a model complaining. They all think we got it easy, girl. You know, so suck it up and do the job.
Okay, thanks, Nikita.
Thank you.
The judges are gonna have to deliberate, and when I call you back in the room, I'll let you know which one of you will be packing your bags for real to go home. Well, we gotta find our bronze beauty, Rebeccah.
It's a stunning picture.
She went somewhere so real, her doggy died, guys.
I kind of worry about her. There's something very fragile about her, and I think that's gonna be to her detriment.
Linsay.
She does kind of look like she's napping.
It takes guts to actually be in a dress and just whip yourself out onto a rock.
I think Ebonie's probably the only one that makes the dress look good.
She looks like Edith Piaf in an Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Oh!
Like Great Expectations. Oh,
Nikita.
She looks like Bride of Chucky.
She looks like she's in a body cast to me.
She strikes me as the kind of girl that would publicly bite the hand that feeds her, you know?
She felt entitled to go back to bed and say, you know what, I've already been here, done that. That's for you girls who want to be a top model. Now here comes the big argument of the week, Maryam. In my opinion, she nailed it. But does that mean she can stay in this competition? Did Maryam have an unfair advantage?
I think she had a hugely unfair disadvantage.
Yeah.
She's got to have another chance.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got too much potential.
Heather.
I really like Heather's photo.
She still has that little voice. Okay, we won't go there with that little voice.
Oh, I just don't see her stomping it out in the Chanel show alongside whoever.
On a runway, you don't have to talk.
Heather, to me, has half the package right now. Tara.
I feel sorry for Tara because, you know, she doesn't have a dramatic, compelling face.
Close up, it's an ouch.
She got stuck. What concerns me is that she couldn't navigate her own way out of being stuck. Meaghan.
This is where I see how she could rise above that generic impression that she's given us.
But she might not have that it.
But eventually, you know, whatever,
But
you know.
this isn't about eventually. This is about picking someone who can be Canada's next top model in a few weeks.
I think we made our decision. You know I only have 7 photos in my hands. And the 7 photos represent the 7 young women who will continue on in hope of becoming Canada's Next Top Model. The first name I'm gonna call, who has the honor of having Photo of the Week, Heather. This is by far the most dynamic photo this week. Congratulations, you're still in the running towards becoming Canada's Next Top Model.
Thank you.
Meaghan, look at how confident you are. How would you feel about wearing Invisaligns instead of braces?
I would be totally down for that.
You would be? Yeah. Guess what? We're gonna take those braces off.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Next name I'm gonna call, with much debate, Maryam. You delivered what was asked of you. This is the photo we were looking for. Congratulations. You're still in the running towards becoming Canada's Next Top Model.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Next name I'm gonna call, Rebeccah. Congratulations, you're still in the running towards becoming Canada's Next Top Model.
Thank you.
Linsay. Look up, look up, look up. We want to see your eyes.
I will show them.
If we get one more profile shot, really. Next name I'm gonna call, Nikita. The judges are a little afraid of the cloud of negative energy. Congratulations, you're still in the running towards becoming Canada's Next Top Model.
Thank you. Thank you.
Will Tara and Ebonie please step forward? The judges struggled with this decision. But the one thing that was never in question was the fact that both of you delivered an equally poor photo. As a model, that means you're not doing your job. Ebonie, this week you walked into the room with a light and a confidence. Where was that confidence for the last few weeks? Tara, by your own admission, you said you got stuck. So the debate went back and forth. Who stays, who goes? Tara, you might have to find a way to get unstuck. You've got the look, you've got the body. Congratulations, you're still in the running towards becoming Canada's Next Top Model.
Thank you so much.
You know what, Ebonie? It doesn't have to end here, you know. Come give me a hug. Really, you can get there. Okay.
I feel humiliated right now. Some of the girls there just stand there and they look gorgeous. I have to work 10 times harder than them. I wanted to win. I came here to win. No one here wanted this as bad as me.